Okay, so I'd like to ask the both of you all about this. A lot of people are prioritizing their protein intake. Protein intake is given a lot of importance nowadays. It's about how many grams of protein you're having in your overall calories that you're intaking every day. Is too much of protein bad for your gut health?
So the opposite first is what we like to address. I feel like in India, for a lot of people who are vegetarian, they actually have a much lower intake of protein. And that lower intake of protein leads to formation of not as good quality digestive enzymes. And those lower quality digestive enzymes can lead to a bad gut.
Bad digestibility. Bad
low digestibility, not being able to absorb the nutrients from the food, leading to problems like acidity, constipation, IBS, flatulence, etc.
Yeah.
And so for these type of people, we need to increase their protein intake, okay, but we need to do it slowly, because suddenly increasing it, yes, it can have an effect, a negative effect on your gut, where you're not having enough water or fiber along with it. But you need to be able to make sure you're hitting that sweet spot with protein. It shouldn't. So this is one set of people. Now there's a second set of people who come to us suddenly, who have increased their protein intake by, let's say, like 50, 60, 70 grams. When you increase it suddenly so much, that's also when your body or your gut is not going to be able to take all of that load altogether, because it again needs to be able to break it down. Third is people have this high amount of protein all together at one time in the day. You need to be able to split it throughout the day so that your body can take in that protein slow and steady.
Also, like as Dr. Juhi said that, as you asked about the high protein diet, there is like 60 to 70% people who are especially non-vegetarian coming with thinking carbs are little, the bad guys in the term of nutrition.
Food for your brain, actually.
Yeah.
They just don't want to touch carbs. They think, my God, like I had this young girl coming who is about to get married in, say, December. And so her mother sent to me because, and she said, because I don't know what she's doing. She's not losing weight. She's having protein as supposed to be good for you.
Yeah.
And she's having lots of vegetables. She doesn't have good skin. And she's about to get married and she's gaining weight. So when I introduced carbs for her, for breakfast and for lunch and for snacks and for dinner, and I told her, please have, she said, Suman auntie, I'm really going to gain weight. Please don't give me so much carbs. I said, I please tell you, just follow the diet. Messages daily, we don't mind. But I'm telling you, going to lose weight. You won't believe that every week she's dropping 800, 900 grams every week. And by eating carbs at 4 meals.
Yeah.
And eating at least literally half of more food than she was having.
Absolutely.
And gut is much better.
And skin is much better.
Right.
So it is a myth that high protein diet is good for you. It is only thing which matters in the whole world of nutrition is the balance.
Right.
Adequate protein intake.
And also, if fat loss and weight loss is a concern, caloric deficit. It doesn't matter how many.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I also would like to add, protein is something which is lesser amount or more amount. Both can actually hamper your health.
Right, absolutely.
There is a specific calculation which we arrive, and I have made the whole software for that.
Yeah.
And where we arrive at a right protein consumption for any individual, which does not depend just on their being male or female. Age is a factor, body frame is a factor, and your whether you're pregnant, lactating, or child, everything.
At which stage of life are you?
Stage, where how much weight training you're doing, what kind of activity you do, whether
What your goals
professional
are.
you are. So everything. So it's a very, very fine calculation which we make for every individual. It is never the same for everyone. I can't say, okay, Juhi, you need 60 grams of protein. I can't say that. Because it's all individual based. Depends on how much weight training she does. And how many factors are there in terms of environmental factors, which is how much exposed you are to infections. So if we increase protein depending how much exposed you are to infections or the environmental diseases.
Absolutely.
Everything matters.
Absolutely.
Like for cancer patients, for that matter, everyone would say just give them keto diet.
Yeah.
Because carbs are actually going to be troublesome for them.
Yeah.
Right? Because carbs are sugar, and sugar is going to convert into, sugars are literally the problematic food for cancer patient. But as you know that keto diet is bad for cancer people. It has come into the news recently that very high protein diet or zero carb diet can actually progress them towards colon cancer.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, yeah, ruin their chances. So everything matters.
Right.
94.3 Radio 1.